Hey YouTube, it's KFoged here, and welcome back to episode 6 of my podcast series One and Done, a series focusing on one turning in the Blood Bowl game. I have been on a bit of a hiatus from this series and been focusing mainly on just playing tabletop and generally enjoying life. But this weekend I've been doing some commentary on a NAV-style tournament hosted on the Blood Bowl 2 platform, where a well-known coach Elliot made some lovely one-turns with his necromantic, and this has inspired me to look a bit more into what the options are for especially Ag3 teams, and especially the ones with frenzy like Necro. Because quite often people will do a backline defense and dare you to dodge through it with your Ag3 pieces, which is less than ideal. But quite often we don't even need to do that. Quite often we can save the blitz and just blitz our way through the backline. So we'll look at that. We got 4 defenses, a tight loss, one with 1 gap, and then 2 different against the 2 gap. The last 3 is in this setup set up to be with frenzy, but the first one can be performed with anything. Before we start with this tight line of scrimmage, it's important to remember this is not about rolling the right dice, it's about showing a concept and idea how to one turn where we don't want to use the blitz. In this case it's Done Ep versus Pro Elf, but it doesn't really matter. So we move those guys around because we want to hit the middle guy to push the left guy. This first hit doesn't even need to be push. Anything with a push back is fine. We move him back, we get down here, which means we can start the blocking chain. And we straight up ready for the next 3 dice. This one around. In this case, we'll need to fill this gap. But now, even if movement 7 had been fine, we've been in range to try to blitz our way through now. Which makes the dodge a lot easier. Next up is the 1 gap defense, where we in this time has taken the commander with frenzy and movement 8. This is just one way you can do it. There's probably multiple ways, but this should work. So we put around, so we can push into this wall. So that's the first movement. We need to, in this case, need to fill that gap. We need to fill this gap. Get a push. And unfortunately, we have to dodge, but it's only a 3+. Then we again get this. And off we go. Next up is a 2-gap line defense. We again necromantic versus a halfling. In this case we have something in the middle we cannot touch. In this case I'm going for a totally like a full hole method, where we're pushing the fling all the way back into the hole. And we again free to blitz the back line. This final setup is again a 2-gap line of scrimmage, where this time we can use the middle piece. It's still Necromantic with Movement 8 and Frenzy, but this time we're allowed to push this player, so that we'll do that first. And put the wide around. Block. Zombie steps up. Moving around to fill that gap to allow us to get another one. And the lovely with this setup is, of course, that no matter what happens, there's nobody on us in the end. So we again free to try to blitz through the back line. So that was the last of the small walkthroughs I'll do for this video. So thank you for following this far. It's been a pleasure being back with a bit of videos, and I have already notes for the next one. So please like and subscribe and comment below if you want to have any questions answered and stuff. Also feel more than free to watch the first 5 episodes. KFoged signing out. Thank you everyone.